Welcome back to the Papa-Doo Podcast.
Papa-Doo! What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Papa-Doo Podcast. And this is episode 4? Is that what I'm right? Am I right saying that?
No, I think it's 5. I think we're on 5.
5? Are we on 5? Are we on a Cinco roll?
Season 3, episode 5. We've made it this far. Hey. Look at, are we really consistent though? Five weeks in a row?
5 seems consistent to me. I don't know what other people would consider consistent, but I would, if I hit 5 hits in a row, or if I got a hit 5 games in a row, I would be considered a consistent hitter in baseball.
There you go.
I think we are consistent in the podcast realm.
Let's get it.
Let's fucking go. Oh, we're not supposed to swear in the first 10 minutes. Let's go. Let's have a wonderful
just made
podcast
my job
episode.
A little bit harder, but just prevent yourself and we'll be all good. I'm going to go ahead today and, whoops, facing the wrong way. There we go. Yep. I'm going to go ahead today and pop the dew.
I'm going to drink the dew from my baseball Yeti cup. Because I got this for graduation my senior year of college. So, boom.
All right, I'm popping it. Here we go.
I sipped the dew. Ooh, that was crisp. That was beautifully crisp. I appreciated that.
We do it. We do it over here.
We do it. Yes, sir, we do. We do. Ooh.
Thanks everybody for tuning in to that last episode. That was Kel. But thanks to everybody that was tuning in for the last episode when we had Quad up here. That was pretty fun. Very interesting conversation that we got into there. We're gonna, definitely have more guests up on the show. We love doing that, and I think we finally found an easier way to go about it. And it was our worst enemy became our best friend, basically, with Discord. I would say it's been nice. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah. It's weird because Joey and I were pretty much fairly against Discord when we first started doing the podcast because it just would not work for us, and so we always used Zoom. But then Joey was having issues with Zoom, and then we tried to get our guests to record themselves, but everybody's camera shuts off after 30 minutes, so they'd have to record for 25 minutes, and then we'd have to stop and tell everybody to start recording again. It was just a big hassle, and then wait hours to get the files, and then spend hours editing. It was just a big, long process. But now Discord allows us to do all these calls together, and it just makes life so much more easy. And we definitely want to plan to get some more guests on here because we finally fucking got Quadeca, and we don't ever have to talk to him again.
Yeah, big facts. Hate that guy. But anyways, other than
that
sucks. I'm feeling good about the podcast. I'm feeling good about the momentum we've had. But we have a lot to talk about today. We definitely got to talk about that event that went down, the historic event, between Ben Affleck and Logan Paul. So we got to talk about that, and then we got to talk about. Did
you say Ben Affleck and Logan Paul?
We got to talk about KSI's new album. They just announced the track list for today, and there was a lot of surprises up there. So we will talk about that,
bro.
And
man's moving up in the world.
It's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. And then we're just, pretty much just gonna chill for the rest of the time. And damn it, we didn't do this on stereo again. Since we forgot this time, for anybody that hasn't been on the stereo app, make sure to add us up there because you never know. We might actually remember one of these podcasts.
One of these times. We've done it one time in the last 5 times, but we'll make a conscious effort to try to hop on there again because I know a lot of people do miss
effort to try.
A lot of people miss us being live on stereo. I do get frequent questions in my DMs a lot about going on stereo, and it is a fun time, and especially answering live questions and stuff like that. But yeah sometimes we just forget because we are forgetful people.
Yeah, for sure.
So, apologies about that. But speaking of forgetting, I would say that Ben Askren, not Affleck, probably forgets a lot after being knocked unconscious, but hit very hard and knocked down against Sir Jake Paul. And I definitely ate my words about, you fucked up everything about that. I think you did it on purpose, though. But yeah, I definitely ate my words when it came to that, man. I thought for sure that, Ben had a tougher head than that, but, he got clipped on the temple, and he was blinded by Jake's, left. He did, a left jab and then came with a straight right and just caught him in the temple. Dude's legs gave out. He went face first into the canvas, got back up. Ref wasn't letting him go on. He was out on his feet. And you know what? Kudos to Jake Paul for again knocking someone else out. But screw Triller. That was the worst fucking event I've ever watched in my entire life.
Okay,
I hated it.
Let's go through the chronological order of events for this event. And just so everybody knows, I didn't watch it. Okay, I usually don't watch boxing events, but I just I feel like I watched it through my Twitter feed because everybody was doing like a play-by-play. And I was like, okay,
it's a fun time on Twitter, bro. It's a good way to grow your Twitter, too. I always gain like 300 or 400 followers during like any kind of fight nights because I always tweet about them. And people are they're interested to see other people's opinions. But chronological order. Let's see. It opened up with Steve Urkel and Snoop Dogg smoking weed. Like, when the fuck? Like, how does that happen? Like,
wait. So Steve Urkel. Is played by Jaleel White. So it was him.
Yes, and I think he's like co-owner or like owner of Triller. Like he's a big guy behind it.
That makes sense. He did have like I've met him before, and he's like one of the more sincere people I've met like in LA. That was like celebrity status, whatever. He was like really. He
seems
friendly.
Like he would be a cool dude.
He had a really nice car. He had like a 4-door Aston Martin, and it was And I was like, really? I was like, yeah, I guess you're getting still paid from that sitcom. But now I found out that it's a little bit more than that, a little deeper than that. So
he's a business savvy man for sure, and he's done several acting gigs since then. I've seen him in a ton of things. I couldn't tell you something that I've seen him in, but I know I have seen him. What?
Big Fat Liar.
Was he in Big Fat Liar? He was.
Yep, he was in Big Fat Liar.
Wow, with Frankie Nunez? Is that
and Amanda Bynes?
Is that his name?
Muniz.
And Amanda Bynes. Wow.
Yeah.
Muniz. Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
He doesn't age. Like, have you seen him? He still looks like he's 13.
That must suck.
That'd be awful. Like
Imagine trying to get a date.
It's not as bad as like Andy Milonakis, but like it's close. He at least has facial hair. Andy Milonakis is 48 and looks like he's still 12. Like it's crazy.
That is insane.
But anyway, it opened up with Steve Urkel and Snoop Dogg smoking marijuana and like some kind of skit for 20 minutes or so. And I can't remember if there was a performance before the first fight, but the first fight was it was between somebody who was a retired boxer that was like 8-0 as a professional boxer. But he fought a bunch of people that nobody knew and like just like journeymen, just people that just don't really count. But he was 8-0. And the guy that he fought had never boxed in his life, but apparently some shit happened with his girlfriend. So there was like real heat, real bad blood between these guys in the first fight. And the guy that was an actual boxer was just walking around the ring. The dude was trying to punch him and he just like wasn't doing anything. And he was just toying with him. But I think it went 2 rounds, and the guy that wasn't a boxer didn't land a single punch. Like, no exaggeration, did not land a single punch. On the scorecards, there's a 0 in strikes.
Why'd it go 2 rounds?
Dude was just fucking with him. Like, he didn't do anything to, like, lay him out, never hit him really hard or anything like that. I mean, he got him good a couple times, but just never really tried to put him away. And then when it came back to the second round or third round, he just didn't get off his stool. And so they called the fight.
Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, I've
never heard of that. But I'm sure.
Yeah, it was very sloppy, and but what the bad part about it? So it wasn't a crazy good fight or anything, but it was still a fight. Like it's still fun to watch fights. It's very similar to the opening cards of the YouTube boxing event. Like it's just people that don't really know how to box, but they're still swinging at each other. It's still fun. There's a potential for something cool to happen.
Gotcha.
But then there was a solid hour and a half of nothing but live concerts. And that's it. At a fight pay-per-view. This thing was $50. And it was nothing but live concerts. I think Saweetie, she was on there and did a whole lot of dancing. Ass shaking. It was kind of cool.
Nice.
God, who else was there, bro? I think Mount Westmore, which is like Snoop Dogg's little group that he has right now. It had Ice Cube in it, which was awesome to see him rap again. But Snoop Dogg rapped, Ice Cube rapped. Who else was in? E40 was there, and I can't remember the fourth guy that was there. But they all had their own little, like they all did 3 or 4 songs. I can't even tell you who all performed. There were so many people that performed just back to back to back to back to back for an hour and a half.
Seems random.
And like in the midst of this, Pete Davidson is walking around the arena, going to locker rooms, doing interviews and stuff, and went to Jake Paul's locker room and apparently like asked him about his sexual assault allegations live in front of everybody, but Triller muted it so we couldn't hear it. So it was like, it was fucked up, man. But that happened, and then Ric Flair commentated a slapboxing fight. That was the second fight, was a slapboxing event. And it was two very large men in like a back alley, and there's like 20 people around them. And you know what slapboxing is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's where they're at a table, and then like they take turns with one big ass fucking swipe across the face. And they got like 7 slaps in, then the last dude he went limp. So that was cool to watch, but it was weird that was part of the event. But after that, there was like more performances from several different people. And it just got like crazy out of hand. Then the second fight was actually a good fight. It was the only good fight of the night with Frank Mir, and it was another boxer. I couldn't tell you the guy's name, but they went I think it was a 6-round fight. They went all 6 rounds. There was some good action, and it went to a decision. So that was a good fight. Then there was some more performances. Justin Bieber, just more shit.
Justin Bieber? Really?
Yeah, Justin Bieber performed right before Jake Paul went on. And it was a cool performance. I'm not going to lie.
That's big.
I will say I did like a lot of the performances, but it was just like super weird because I wasn't expecting him. I was expecting it to be a lot like the last Triller fight when it was Mike Tyson as the main event. Like it was just a lot of undercard boxing and like no performances. I knew there was going to be some because I knew Justin Bieber was going to perform. I knew Snoop Dogg was going to perform, but I wasn't expecting 3 hours of a concert at this event. And so yeah, the third fight was a pretty decent fight as well, but the guy faked a nut shot at the end and like was rolling around on the ground acting like dude just ripped his testicle out of his body. And they did a slow-mo, and the guy hit him in like the lower rib, like wasn't even close to his nuts. And they had to call the fight because the guy just couldn't fucking get up. And he faked a nut shot.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
This is quite the spectacle.
And then there's some more performances. Like I said, that's when Justin Bieber came on and did his shit. I think Snoop Dogg did some stuff before him too. And then that's when Jake and Ben got in the ring, and it lasted 2 minutes. Jake Paul got hit one time. Ben Askren got hit one time. No, he got hit like 4 times, but the one time, went out on his feet, dropped him, got back up, started going at Jake again. The ref was like trying to get him to calm down, and Ben was like wobbling a little bit, and the ref just called the fight. And scored it a TKO finish for Jake Paul within 2 minutes. How many rounds? It was in the first round. The fight didn't last 2 minutes.
Bro.
Bro, I was heated. I was so fucking mad. I spent $50 for first fight. One guy didn't land a single fucking punch. Went 2 rounds. Second fight, only good fight of the night between a retired UFC guy and a guy that's like kind of pretty good in boxing. The third fight, guy faked a nut shot, slap boxing, which I can find anywhere on YouTube because they don't even televise it. And then a 2-minute knockout. Like, I was just so fucking pissed. And 3 hours of concerts.
Damn, bro. How much is that ticket to buy it?
$50.
$50. Damn.
Yeah.
$50 down the drain. I mean, all I know is that I saw Jake Paul in like a YouTube short or whatever it was, just pouring out a bunch of $1 bills on the lawn saying, yo, I just made 60-something million, which I get a kick out of that, because he's obviously like, that's just trolling. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because, he did make that much money, but he's showing just $1 bills because he knows people are going to comment about the $1 bills. And it just like,
yeah. Well, obviously he didn't
interaction or something.
Like the pay-per-view brought in, they say that it sold 1.6 million at $50. That's like $700 or like $70 million. Gotcha. But I mean, you gotta pay the venue, you gotta pay staff, you gotta pay this, and this. You gotta give Ben Askren his cut, which I heard was like 1.2 million or something like that. Gotcha. You gotta take that into effect. But I'm sure he still got at least 30 million out of that.
Yeah. Hey man,
shout out to him, bro.
I don't know, bro. He's putting in the work, right? He's getting in the ring and fighting people. I'm not doing that. So it's like, I don't know. I understand all the BS, like when he was partaking in like the looting and stuff for like, why are you get, you know what I mean? Like stuff like that. Like I get it. Yeah. But
it's not even that though, that people are pissed. Like they're more so pissed that he's like acting this way and the people that he's fought, the competition that he's fought. Like it's like me like going back to pitching and I'm like throwing no-hitters against T-ball players, against middle school teams. Like, it's like
is that bad,
throw against actual competition, and then if you do well against them, then you can kind of talk the way that you're talking. But, you know, it's just the level of competition that he needs to fight, I don't think he would perform anywhere near as good as he has been doing. But he does look good. Like, I will say he does look pretty solid.
I mean, if you think about it, he's been doing it for, like, a while now, right? And
I think it's 3 years now.
Seems like he's taking it pretty damn serious, so
yeah.
I don't know.
No, I mean, you can see it in his body. Like, if you just look back at the very first boxing event or, like, when KSI called him out, like, you can just see a huge change in his facial structure, like, his whole body. Like, you can tell he's 100% putting in the work to it. And he doesn't look stupid. Like, I went back and watched him box Deji right after that fight, and, like, his hands are down, and he's just, like, leaning forward, like, doing this weird karate thing. Like, it was just weird. But you can definitely tell he kind of understands. You know, the right people have been talking to him. The right people have been getting him the work. But it's just the level of competition is all. That's why people hate him.
I gotcha. So is this all leading up to a KSI versus Jake Paul fight eventually? You think?
I would say so at some point. I just don't. I don't know. There's been rumors. I mean, KSI has publicly said he wants to get his album out, which we will talk here in just a minute, coming out in July. And he wants to get festivals and tours and stuff out of the way. So it'll be at least another year before KSI himself is ready to fight again. And then obviously he's been training, but obviously he would want to do an actual camp preparing for specifically Jake Paul.
Yeah.
But I know Jake has like called out Conor McGregor. He's called out Daniel Cormier, who was 150 pounds heavier than him. He's just like doing some weird shit right now. And I don't know what's next. I don't know. It would be cool to see him fight like Conor or even Daniel Cormier, which would be super weird.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know what the fuck the next move is. I know there's like the YouTuber versus TikToker event in a couple weeks. That'll be fun to watch. Deji's fighting on that. Shout out to my boy. Logan Paul's fighting fucking Floyd Mayweather the week before that, I think. There's just some crazy stuff happening in that realm.
Didn't this? Yeah, I'm pretty sure I saw this man say he's gonna knock out Floyd Mayweather. That's
bro. You're always the amount of times I've heard somebody in this scene say, "Oh, I'm gonna knock him out," like I'm gonna knock him out, and then it's like they don't even get close. Jake is the only person that's knocked somebody out in any of this.
I'll be impressed if Logan Paul touches Floyd Mayweather. I don't watch a lot of boxing, but I've watched a lot of Floyd Mayweather, which is kind of weird.
Yeah.
This man's moves and agility and evasion skills are like dumb.
Yeah.
Like he's super quick. And I just I don't see it.
Like Logan, from what I remember, Logan had like a pretty snappy, quick jab, and he's like really long and lanky, so he can get in on the inside. I don't know if Logan would want to get in on the inside though, because he's so much longer, has such a longer reach. He probably doesn't want to let Floyd get on the inside. But dude, like Floyd carried Conor for 8 rounds. Like he just fucked with him for 8 or 9 rounds, and he's like, okay, I'm just gonna put him away now. Like it was just wasn't even a close competition at all.
Yeah. So I don't know, bro. I mean, what was I watching? I've been watching a lot of the. I know we talked about earlier. I was like, yo, do you want to talk about Pokemon? You were like, yo, I don't really care about Pokemon. I was like, oh, okay. But
yeah,
shout out to everybody that is. Got to catch them all. But I was watching Logan Paul's like Pokemon card opening event that he did, and he was like saying how he's gonna knock out Floyd Mayweather, and I was like, man, when I heard him say that, I was like, oh, he's gonna fight him. That's cool. But now I'm thinking about it. I was like, yo, he literally said he's gonna knock him out. Yeah,
like people just throw that
you
around
better distract
so loosely,
him or
bro.
something
like,
if you're gonna do that.
You better fucking
moose.
I don't even. There's a bear in the ring. Just something crazy. But
that's the only shot you got because, bro, I don't know.
Man.
But let's talk about something that I actually do know about. Oh wait, right. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say if he actually knocks out Floyd Mayweather, that will literally ruin the entire world. I hope you understand that, and I hope everybody listening understands that. It would ruin so many things. boxing would be looked at like just nothing. Like it would just completely dismantle the sport and ruin all credit. Like it would just, there's no positive outcomes for that at all. So I hope it doesn't happen.
Yeah.
But if it does, I mean, the world will probably end. Meteor will come crashing to Earth right as the knockout punch comes, so nobody gets to bask in the gloriness of it. And
for me, if he gets
that'll be the end of it.
If he gets a hit in on Floyd Mayweather, I think that's a win in itself.
If he gets anything through his guard, if he touches Floyd in the face at all, solid.
Yeah.
He'll get some shoulder punches in, but if he tags him anywhere at all in the chin, props to him. You should probably just sit on the stool and stay there.
Yeah. It's like, all right, I did what I needed to do.
I was like, hey, I touched him. I'm good. Where's that white towel? Throw that bitch in. We got our money.
Yo, that's a new sport now. Guy touch. You have to touch the guy. And all right, let's go ahead and talk about something that I know more about because I don't know a damn thing about boxing. Let's talk about music, and specifically about music. I'm going to pull it up right now. So KSI announced this album All Over the Place, dropping on July 16th. It's July 16th, right?
Yeah.
All right.
Were you not just Googling it?
Am I just Googling it? Yeah.
I thought you were. Why did you just ask me?
Just because I wanted more interaction.
All right.
All right. So here we go. Track number 1, The Moment. Now, this sparks a lot of curiosity for me. The moment what? The moment he decided he wants a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. The moment he decided that he wanted to be a rapper. The moment he decided what? Give me something.
I'm going to say it's the moment he decided to do whatever the fuck he wanted to do. Anything. Rapping, boxing, just anything.
Okay.
Or it could be that one time he was having sex, and I don't know, could go anywhere.
The moment he realized it was a man. All right.
Wow. What a plot twist. Storytelling. I hope it's like a crazy-ass storytelling song, and then at the end it's like, but I found out she was a man. And it's just like, boom. Cinematic drop at the end, fades out. The whole audience is like, damn, he was fucking a man.
It's probably going to be a 10-second intro where he's like, this is the moment. 8 seconds of silence, and then it goes into the next song.
All over the place.
He's like, I don't need to have a good first song because the second song is what Future and 21 Savage.
What the fuck, bro?
Are you on Coca-Cola?
Yeah. I love that the song is called Number 2 as well. The song is number 2 on the track list, and it is number 2. And it's with fucking Future and 21 Savage, bro. That's a crazy, like, that in and of itself is just wild to even think about. Straight up.
Future had a whole project with Drake.
He did do that. I know a lot of people, like, especially like not newer rap fans, but like rap fans like in the 18 to 22, 23 range. A lot of them put Future like in their top 10 rappers.
Wow.
Like of all time. And I think he's like a huge influence on the sound of rap now.
There you go.
So it's
very
a huge
influential. Yeah.
Huge influence, and it's like a massive feature. And 21 Savage too, bro. A fellow UK rapper.
Oh yeah. Yo. I wonder if that will be mentioned at all on this track.
I hope so. I hope it's just a straight drill track, just straight up.
I could see that. Well,
I know he has a drill track. I don't know.
Nah, I'm not thinking it's gonna be a drill track.
Nah, not with Future on it.
Yeah, and I feel like if he was gonna do a drill track, it'd be more rooted. You know what I mean? Like a little bit, like maybe like.
Well, he's doing one. I think it's with Bugsy though. I know he's doing one because he previewed a couple of his songs on his Instagram today.
That makes sense. And
he said one of them was a drill song.
All right, then we got Patience, which I love that damn song.
I need a little bit of patience.
Nice.
Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
With Youngblood and Polo G. I mean, the Polo G feature is crazy too. So
yeah, it's very short, but it's still there. It's still dude. I wonder if he got primary. No, he didn't. He got primary with Anne Marie in Digital Farm Animals. I don't think he got primary with any of the other ones though.
I think he did. Yeah, it was on Polo G's Spotify.
Was it?
I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
It's damn, dude. If he did, this man's gonna fucking skyrocket in these monthly listeners.
Bro, he's here. I could even look it up.
It won't show it. Will it?
I mean, if I go to Polo G's account.
Oh yeah.
Let me see.
Jamie, pull this up, please.
Wait, I don't know. He's been on a lot of stuff.
I don't
yeah, Patience is right there on, like, if you go to Polo G and then go to his popular songs, Patience is there. Sitting at a cool 25 million listens. That's pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's there. That's
yeah.
Damn, man. This is so crazy to even think about. Like, someone that came from like the YouTube rap scene. I did a lot of quotations right there. But just seeing the people that he's working with, man, is a huge dub, massive dub.
It is, man. The growth is insane. The next one is called You.
I think that is like a rappy rap song. It's not, I thought it was going to be like an emotional one, but he said it was going to melt faces.
Wait, he spoke about this album somewhere?
Yeah, I might not be there anymore, but I know I saw on Instagram, like his Instagram story today. Like, I just happened to be on whenever he was posting little snippets and stuff.
Oh.
And I caught a few things, but I know he talked about You, and he said it was going to melt faces, and that this album has like every genre. So what if this man's just going straight heavy metal, like headbanging on this one?
That would be, I would love that. No, I would love
screaming.
hearing KSI like that. I think because he has enough intensity in his voice when he does that. He has a good screaming voice, if you get what I'm saying.
Bro, I need somebody to try to take Lamborghini and like make just a crazy ass heavy metal drop to that. Just him screaming Lamborghini over and over again. That would work, 100%.
That would be dope. But Don't Play, track number 5. Interesting. I mean, Don't Play is like, these Digital Farm Animals produced it, and it has Anne Marie up there. And it kind of...
I think that's the biggest song on this album. Like, or it's of the ones that's been released, I think that has the most streams.
Yeah, well, it's also been out the longest out of all these songs that's been put out. Actually, yeah. Yeah. No, I don't know. Which one came out first, Really Love or Don't Play?
Really Love did. Really Love came out
a
while ago, I think.
Yeah, I think you're right. I really like the Really Love joint. But yeah, those are two, what's it called? Garage. It's called Garage Music. So, I don't know. Those songs are cool. I mean, I guess if I was listening to the album for the first time and I heard them, I'd be like, yo, this is pretty fire.
Yeah.
But, they're very pop songs, very, I don't know how to explain it. I don't want to use the word generic, but there's nothing like crazy standout about the songs or anything like that.
Yeah.
Gang Gang featuring J1 and Dino. Is it bad that I don't know who this is?
I don't either. He's verified on Twitter. I think I remember him tweeting at him. It's like somebody that grew up watching KSI, and now they're like working together. Let me double check that.
J1,
but I'm almost
2 million monthly listeners on Spotify, and Dino.
Yeah, it's Dino. Yeah, I grew up watching KSI, and now we got a track on his new album, Life is Mad. And KSI said, "Bro, you fully did your thing. Trust me, that tune is gonna fly this year." So.
Okay. All right. So I'm looking forward to this. I'm probably gonna listen to them before it comes out. They definitely are UK artists, from what I could see here.
Yeah.
So probably why I'm not too familiar with them. Next one is Rent Free, featuring Gracie. What do you think about that title?
That might be a pretty good shit talking track. I'm down for that.
I like that. I like that idea.
Or it could be a shit talking track, or it could be a very emotional track, and that some woman is living in his head rent free and he can't stop thinking about her. Those are the only two scenarios that I'm going with.
We just went there. Went there.
We're musicians, bro. This is what we do. We analyze.
Madness is the next one. Maybe that's the headbanging metal song. We need a metal song on here, okay? I don't know why we want a metal song all of a sudden. I don't even know if I really do. But we need it.
I do.
we need the metal song.
We need some heavy metal breakdowns. I need some blaring drums in my face. I just want some crazy melt-facing shit. Yeah, I I wonder if that's gonna be like a domain type of song, just like a really heavy hitting instrumental, just kind of talking shit.
I can see that. Madness. I mean, yeah, I can see that. Silly featuring Bugsy Malone. You said that one has the drill style.
I would assume so. I know one of them has a drill song. I don't know which song it is, but I would assume that one because Bugsy, he kind of hits that drill style a lot.
Yeah, I would say that was probably the best bet. It could have been the Lil Durk one too, believe it or not.
Oh yeah, we haven't got to that, but yeah.
But yeah, let's. The next one's Flash It featuring Rico Love. I'm expecting a crazy hook. Rico Love is just he's a top tier like songwriter. He's written a lot of hits.
It's so crazy seeing how many of these artists have like #1 albums. Like Polo G had a #1, Future, 21 Savage, Bugsy, and Rico. I think even Lil Durk had a #1 too. But I know Rico, Bugsy, or Polo G, Future, and 21 Savage all have had #1 albums.
I don't know if Lil Durk had a #1 album. I know that he had a #1 song with Drake. But that's that was such a huge W for Lil Durk getting on that song with Drake.
Yeah, for sure.
For that song there. So, and now, hey, he's got a song with KSI too. So
it's
my man's
crazy,
doing all right.
Yeah.
No Pressure. So it says track 13, No Pressure, exclusively on the vinyl format will be Smoke featuring Nevi. So I guess this is just like an incentive. If you want to hear that extra song, you have to get the vinyl.
I'm looking at it right here, and it says number 13 is No Pressure, and there's no feature on it.
Oh, you know what? So maybe No Pressure isn't on the vinyl. The vinyl is a different song for track 13.
Interesting.
So that's that's something. And then we got SX with Sleeping with the Enemy.
Shout out to the guy SX.
Sleeping with the Enemy. That sounds weird.
Bro, anything with SX on it is gonna be dope. Like that dude's talented. Like mad talented.
I like that his name looks like sex.
Okay. We all have our things that we like.
He's so talented, bro. Like his artistry and writing and
his name looks
song
like sex.
structuring. His name looks like sex. That's the difference between intelligence levels. And speaking of intelligence levels, we were going to try to have a quiz ready for you guys today where me and
we could still do it.
Challenge each other intelligence-wise. I don't know how we could do it. I don't know where we could find a quiz. I mean, I guess we could both take the same Sporkle quiz at the same time and compare answers.
I mean, the two things we had were working, but anyway, we'll talk about it in a minute. Let's get some final thoughts on this album. How are you feeling about the amount of features?
I think it's just a huge advantage for KSI right now, to be completely honest with you. Like, it's about, I mean, we know some of the people behind the scenes and stuff that's like working with him and everything like that. So, I've had conversations and it makes a lot of sense in the grand scheme of things. And KSI is still fighting. We look at him and like, wow, man, this dude is like doing some crazy stuff. He's featuring with all these artists and everything. But trust me, he is still fighting for the respect of the music industry. You know what I mean? There's still that line there. There's still some artists that don't want to work with him because he comes from YouTube. And that's a real thing. It's not all in your mind. It's that is a real thing happening. So these type of associations, and I think most people he's working with now are like, I don't think they're doing like the whole like, okay, I'll do you a favor and do this song. It's more like, no, I want to do a song with this guy. It's like those are the type of artists that they're working with now. You know what I mean? Because realistically, they could probably afford pretty much whoever.
Yeah, I mean,
that's not the issue.
They could buy any feature that they wanted right now.
Yeah.
And I'm sure, I don't know, maybe some of them are paid, maybe they're not.
Yeah.
I'm looking here. Let's see. Future has 30 million monthly listeners. If he gets primary on these artists, man, this guy will jump up to like 25 million listeners.
That's what I'm saying. That's why there's no... And I mean, some of these people that he's featuring with are smaller than him. You know, some of these UK artists that I haven't heard of, or at least, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm just saying, I think it just makes a lot of sense for all these features. I have no problem with it at all. I just hope he carries himself with enough confidence and has enough quote unquote airtime on these songs, so it sounds like KSI featuring so and so instead of so and so featuring KSI. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. And that's one thing. Like, I don't know. It's very smart business wise. I completely understand why there are so many features. I just feel like respect wise, I just wish he had more solo songs. Like, I don't remember the last solo song he had. I mean, he had some on his album, but like, I don't know. I just want to hear some more solos. Like, I want to see how much he's improved collectively by himself on a track.
Yeah. I mean, I'm hoping,
shout out to him, dude.
I'm hoping on some of these songs, or a lot of these songs, he's like doing the hooks and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, that's probably the big thing for me. If he has a verse and he's doing the hooks on the songs, I think that just makes it seem like it's more of his show, more than anything. But yeah, I don't know. I'm excited for this one. It's the follow-up. I'm expecting a massive improvement from the first album. So I'm just really excited to see what direction they went in. The name all over the place is really
it makes
really
me feel
intriguing.
like the album is gonna I mean, he said there's so many different genres on this, so I feel like it's gonna be a very fitting title.
Yeah.
Yo, by the way, Rico Love is not who I thought it was.
Who'd you think Rico Love was?
Rico Wave, maybe, is that who I thought it was?
Oh, well, Rico Love, yeah, he's just for a lot, maybe it's changed now, but Rico Love used to be just a songwriter that just he couldn't really sing like that, but he could come up with like amazing melodies for people on songs, but he couldn't really like sing himself, which I always was kind of impressed by.
Yeah, I'm thinking of Rod Wave.
Oh, you're thinking of Rod Wave?
Yeah.
That would be dope. That'd be dope.
That's who I was thinking that was. So scratch that for saying that guy had number one, because I was like looking up everybody's monthly listeners, just seeing how big they were.
Okay.
And Rico Love has 175,000.
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, he's a songwriter.
So I was like, wait a minute. But yeah.
But that's funny. He had a dope album, by the way, Rod Wave. I know you.
He did. That's what I was referring to as a number one. Like, that album went crazy.
Yeah. But yeah, man, I guess we'll just have to wait and see. Hopefully we get another single or two before this album comes out.
You is the next single. I don't know when it comes out, though.
Oh, it is. How do you know all this?
Instagram, bro. I just happened to be there and saw it all happen.
Damn. All right. Instagram's where it's at.
Your weekly news source from the interweb. Tune on into the Papadoo podcast.
Yeah. Yeah. Anyways, with these quizzes, I'm not sure how we're going to go about this. We could wait till the next episode, but unless you have a Hail Mary plan right now for us to do a quiz one-on-one,
Head-to-head.
then I don't know how it's going to happen.
Shout out to those head-on-head quizzes.
I will say one thing that we definitely need to do, and it's going to happen, and you guys can be on the lookout for it on the Crypt and Joey Nato channel. This channel. Well, if you're listening, I don't know. Anyways, me and Crypt are going to play Warzone together, and it's going to be... I don't see how it won't be hilarious. Oh, yeah, horrible.
I want to do it right after this. Like, I want to do it right after this.
All right. Great. Yeah,
you got
man.
me for the night, so might as well just keep me going.
I'm up for it. But yeah, that's because I'm not good. I've won. Like, at this point, I think I have like 14 wins or something in Warzone. Probably more. So I have experience winning. But yeah, but you don't play. Like, Crypt hit me up a few months ago, and was like, yo, I finally played Warzone for the first time. And I was like, oh, like, that's what's up. And he was like, yeah, like, and I was like, how many kills you get? Or I said something like that. He was like, well, I won like 3 times. And I was like, well, screw you. What do you mean you won 3 times your first time playing? I was like, what the hell is this?
Squads, like it was trios, like it wasn't just me. I don't play solos.
But still. So wait, so were your teammates like really good?
Not really. No, I mean it's my brothers. So I mean they not really good, but they're good.
It's insane, bro. I don't.
Hey, we could fuck around and win one. Probably not, but we got a Logan's Paul fighters punches chance.
I think I'm a good support player.
That's
so.
Yeah, we're not gonna do well.
But I like to play. But here's the thing about me though. I like to play aggressive. I hate being that guy that waits in a building or like sits around in a corner and stuff like I like to put myself out there and risk it for the biscuit. You know what I mean?
I am hands down ready to go full throttle and teabag everybody.
Damn. You're one of those people. Pretty toxic. I'm
one of those. Yeah.
So yeah,
to say the least.
I guess that's gonna happen, and I guess we'll find a way to make it like a really entertaining video for you guys. So that's something to look forward to for sure. I watch a lot of players. Well, mainly this guy Xbel on Twitch.
Xbel. I don't know. I've watched Nick Merckx play a handful of times.
Yeah.
I used to watch him like play Fortnite back in the day, back when I was like huge into Fortnite. I used to watch him. I think I've watched Cypher play like 2 or 3 games. Like I don't sit down and watch him anymore like I used to. But I was hanging out with my brothers the other day, and they just happened to be watching Nick Merckx, and I think we watched like 6 or 7 games. And so
I'm amazed.
I understand the game.
Entertaining. It's entertaining to watch.
It is. And like
I never
it's
thought
weird
I would watch
like,
somebody play.
It's very weird because they don't acknowledge the chat like at all, really. And like that's the exact opposite of how I was always taught to stream. Like I was basically taught to, cater to your audience and like talk to them more than you actually play the game. But they are just so damn good at the game that they just like play a game for 25 minutes solid, don't say a fucking word, and then they lean back and then they've got like $6,000 in donations and just like people doing crazy work. It's like, oh, thanks guys, and then they get back in another 25-minute game. Like it's crazy.
I mean, they're appreciative. They love their audience and everything. But I think what's entertaining about it is the comms that they make between each other, like in like Team Warzone and stuff, when they're like communicating with each other. Like, how are you gonna interact with chat and do that at the same time? You know what I mean?
Warzone's definitely different because it's such a like quick action, like quick pace of game.
Yeah.
And especially if you're playing with other people. If it's a solo game, like you need to talk. But if it's you're playing with your party, whatnot, I guess you got to really focus on the game if you're trying to win. But there's different streamers. Like there's the funny streamers that interact, and then there's the guys that are just really good at the game that don't. And I guess that's who I'm watching now, I suppose.
In my Twitch about section, I strictly put wannabe gamer. Because it's just like I'm the 3-foot kid that wants to play on the basketball team. You know what I mean? That's basically who I am when it comes to gaming. And I don't know. I think if I ever have a shot of doing something with it, like doing gaming professionally or something, I would be like the funny guy. Like that's the only shot I think I really have. But I think it's doable. Like, do people really watch some gamers just because they're funny and yell funny things when they get mad and stuff? Yeah,
of course, dude. Like, I accidentally followed a guy on TikTok the other day because I don't follow people on there. But he's a sports guy, just plays random sports games. But he gets so fucking pissed, and he's not good at the games. But he just gets so mad. And to me, that's hilarious. Like, I love watching people get mad. And so
terrible.
I didn't unfollow him. Like I just okay, I'll just keep watching this guy because he sucks at the game, but it's funny when he gets mad. And
gotcha. Hey, you sure it wasn't me?
So it wasn't you. This guy was like in it, bro. He was like all up in the mic and shit, just like screaming. It's like, what the fuck? And like had eye black on. Dude took it serious, and it was funny.
He had eye black on.
Yeah, dude he was in it, man. He was ready to go. Just make sure the sun did not get into his eyes indoors.
And then he just gets scraped.
Yeah, dude. That's funny. He was hilarious. But that was the way I was back when I was doing like all the gaming stuff and back when I was in Red Reserve. Like I mean, don't get me wrong. Like I was good at the game, but compared to everybody else on the team that was there strictly because of how good they were, I wasn't shit. I was just funny, and I knew how to rap while playing video games. And people watch me because of that.
Wow. But you are good, right? Well, I've seen you play. I've seen you play the Cold War beta. And that was alpha, whatever it was. But that was dumb. Like when I see people like quick scoping or no scoping or whatever you want to call it, it's dumb. I don't know how you guys do that. I really don't.
Years and years of doing it, man. It's just it's muscle memory. It comes back to you.
I think I've seen Dizzy 8 do it before in a clip, and I was like, what is happening?
Bro,
how do you guys do this?
Bro, that was the funniest thing to me because like I had seen Dizzy talk so much shit on Twitter for months about how he was the best rapping sniper. Like he was the best Call of Duty player that rapped. And I'm just sitting back here, it's like, all right, man, I'll just let you have your fun. Just do your thing. And then like I saw him post a clip one day. I was like, bro, come on. And I don't remember if I said something to him or he said something to me, but we ended up playing together, and I just absolutely dominated in the games that I played with him.
And
we've never played together since.
He's really good. He's like really good.
Maybe he just had an off day, but I definitely did a lot better than he did that day. Fuck you, Dizzy.
Yeah, and you just picked that, and that's Cold War. You didn't play Cold War before that. There was no way to play Cold War before that.
Yeah, it was a brand new game.
That's a new gun that you were playing with and everything. So that's hey man. I don't know, bro.
Riding the bike, muscle memory, boy.
He is really good though. I think I remember the clip that he posted.
It was probably a good one. It was enough to get me interested in playing with him because I don't like to play video games that much.
Yo, I just thought of a compilation I could do for the second channel that would be funny. Just all my best moments in Warzone, and like
you have them all recorded.
Like, actually, I have so much gameplay from Warzone recorded. Like, so much. I record a lot of the games I play. But just take the best moments from all the games, put them all together, and it'll make you look like a god at the game. Like, that's
not Warzone, bro. Like, I'm good at Call of Duty multiplayer, but Warzone, I mean, it's a different story. It's Battle Royale. You got to play it a different way. And, I mean, I don't know. Like I said, I haven't played it in months, so it's definitely going to be a lot worse.
And you want to play
Rebirth. We can have fun.
You want to play Rebirth.
Yeah, Rebirth
so
out.
That's like...
Of course.
I usually die like 5 times in Rebirth. Usually. Because it's Resurgence most of the time, I think. You keep coming back when you die up to a certain point. But, I don't know, bro.
I just like how small the map is. And like, I actually know that map. I don't know the big map at all.
Have you played it? Have you played Verdansk?
Yeah, probably like 15 times.
Oh, okay.
So like I know I don't know enough. I can tell you that much.
Gotcha. I mean, I definitely know my way around, as you can imagine. I'm a great tour guide, so you have that. When it comes...
These are the quarries. This is the airport.
That's gone. That's gone.
The quarry's gone. Well, fuck me. That's where we always landed.
The update. Yo, that's where I used to like land a lot too. But I actually land close to Superstore now. It's gonna be. We'll play Rebirth tonight, and we'll see.
Isn't there like zombies in the game now?
No. So now what happened in the game is there was like this huge update the other day, and it's the new map. This is like a huge thing in the Call of Duty community that happened because everybody was like, "Oh, the new map is coming out today. The new map is coming out." But it turns out it's Verdansk 20 years ago or 30 years ago. So basically, that's just flashed back. And
are people upset about it?
A lot of people were upset, yeah. But there's a lot of changes to it, but it's not a new map. It's the same locations for the most part.
Dude, I'm a firm believer that the new Fortnite map is what killed Fortnite. Like when they brought in a new map, that's when I stopped playing it. Was when they made a new map.
So I know it got nuked at some point. So what differences was made after
Fortnite did, or
Fortnite? Yeah, didn't Fortnite get nuked?
Oh yeah. Well, like I used to play it. And like they constantly made updates to the actual map. Like places would get moved out or like blown up by meteors, but like it was just specific like POIs. It wasn't the whole fucking map. So there was just enough to add new flavor and balance it out. And I loved that. I thought it was really cool that they did that. But like when they did a whole new map, like it's completely different areas. Like nobody knows shit about it. So you just got to like relearn the game again in new places. It was just annoying. And there was just so much that changed from what I originally liked about the game. And my friends quit playing, and that was basically the only reason I played is because I like to play with my friends. So just kind of quit. And yeah, now a lot of people don't play it anymore.
I don't think I would ever jump into it just because it's too. I don't like the third person. I'm a
that didn't bother me at all.
Player. I don't know. Like I tried to play GTA recently, and I was like, eh. I know you could play in first person, but GTA in first, I don't know. It doesn't seem right to me.
I guess I've always played third person games like Sly Cooper, GTA, like MLB, or not MLB, but like
what?
Madden's in third person. Like just games like that. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah. Okay.
NBA 2K, that's in third person.
Well, I consider third person, like when I'm talking about third person shooter games is what I'm talking about. To be more.
Yeah, I see that.
I mean, Pac-Man is a third person game if you're talking about like if you want to use that kind of logic.
I guess so. Fuck you. So is Pong.
Yo, shouts to Pong. All right, man. Let's play some Call of Duty. Why are we doing this podcast?
Fuck it.
Why are we even doing this?
We got a shorter podcast episode today, but it's fine. We got like 50 minutes in. Yeah, we're chilling.
We're good.
My album dropped. We didn't really talk about that.
Yo,
got number two on the charts. I went up.
Just breeze over that.
Yeah, I don't really want to talk too much about it.
I don't really personally. I don't really care about the number 2 on the hip hop charts. I'm more impressed by the number 7 on the overall charts. I think that's way more impressive. Because you're right next to like Carrie Underwood and stuff. Like, what are you doing here?
Yeah.
What are you saying? Why are you here?
No, it's like 7 overall was like, I think Tales from the Crypt got to like 30 over or 35 or some shit like that. Like it didn't even come close.
Wow.
To the top 10. So to get 7 overall was really, really cool. And 2 overall right behind DMX after he passed away. Like it was just wild. I actually split 2 DMX albums. Like it was crazy.
That is crazy, man. Shouts to your fan base, bro. They're amazing, man.
They went crazy. I was super worried, but a lot of people apparently had the album that I was unaware of.
See, there you go. You did. It's been a long time. If I'm a Crypt fan, I'm waiting for that thing. So
yeah,
it makes sense.
I've gotten crazy, great positive feedback behind it. Way more messages and stuff than I've ever received with music. I've gone up like. I'm almost at 300,000 monthly listeners. I was at 100,000 before I released the album. Yeah. I'm at 299.
Oh my God.
And I have a
wow.
I'm probably going to break it tomorrow cuz I was at 293 yesterday and I was at 299 today, so I'm probably going to break over 300 tomorrow or it's going to go back down, either one. But yeah. I've literally gone up. I was at 100,000 monthly listeners, like 109, I think is where I was at before I dropped this album.
Yeah.
And then I'm at 300,000 now.
Damn.
Highest I've ever been.
That's crazy. All right, bro. Well, congrats on this album success. I don't know what else to say. I wish you could tour to push it more, but there's other ways. You got to get a little bit more creative now.
Yeah.
Just like every other artist in the world.
I'm looking at doing like 8 to 10 shows around here, like spot shows in the South.
Gotcha.
So we'll see. We'll see if it works out. I'm in talks.
Let's go. All right, you could close it out. Let's do this.
All right. Well, thank you everybody for stopping by this episode of the Papa-Do Podcast. If you guys are not subscribed, please subscribe. Turn the bell on to all notifications. Been having a lot of issues with YouTube lately, but we are very, very close to 100,000 subscribers on this channel. And we're going to continue on with new weekly podcast episodes. And thank you guys for stopping by this one. But until next time, it has been your boy Crypt and Joey Nato. And we'll see you guys on the next Papa-Do Podcast. Go Papa-Do. Have some fun. And we're going to go play some Warzone now. Papa-Do!